and escape from the team. Call the morning steam, it's time to break, run for cover. That's gonna cover, that's gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott, running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice, we might play a parlay. It's the morning steam. What? Ramon Scott, sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to the money. Get to the money. You know how we do it.
All right, there we are, and a pleasant good morning to you coming from the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas. This is Ramon Scott, and welcome to the Morning Steam Show here on Wednesday, June 18th. And we have a new champion, same as the old champion in the National Hockey League. It was the Florida Panthers who was able to lift Lord Stanley's Cup following last night's 5-1 victory over the Edmonton Oilers for the second straight title. The Panthers looked convincing in the deciding game, just scoring when they needed to make sure that the Oilers were never going to be in the game, and Panthers win for the second year in a row to take the title home. Not the most thrilling game, but a pretty good series, and it was a good season in the NHL, and Florida, Sam Reinhart scoring those 4 goals in the win off the turnover, the rebound, the 2 empty netters there. The Oilers had their chances for sure, especially in the second period when the game was close. And the Oilers, they did have to pull the goalie there to give up the 2 late tallies there. It was really 3-1 for the most part. And Oilers went back to Skinner despite being pulled from 4 games during the postseason. They had a 7-6 record, a 3.0 goals against, and an 89% save percentage in the playoffs. Maybe that was the downfall of the Oilers in the end, was the goaltending and the indecisiveness of the team to pick a goalie there. It felt like in game number 6, but still, hats off to the Panthers to get that win yesterday. Yeah, we had the Panthers here on the show yesterday, and we had that prop on Bobrovsky over there on the happy hour yesterday, over 27.5 saves. I had 28 saves in the win there yesterday, so get ready for the off season in the NHL and the moves to be made and who can be the favorite for next year's Stanley Cup. Can you go right back to Florida again for next season? Who will be the Stanley Cup champions in 2026, I guess would be the question now. You look at the odds board following the season. It's the Edmonton Oilers expected to win. But, yeah, Florida, Carolina up there 7-1 and 8-1 respectively. Dallas 9-1, Colorado 10-1, Vegas 12-1, Tampa Bay 16-1, New Jersey 19-1, the Kings, Toronto, some other teams in there, but we're ready for the off season in the NHL. How'd you folks do? Let me say hello to some folks in the chat as we get rolling here on a Wednesday with our Major League Baseball card. 1 game in the WNBA as well. Robert McCormick is here. Action Jackson is here today. Jerry says Florida was easy money. Andrew K here following the action there from last night, I guess, maybe in the CONCACAF Gold Cup last night with Canada there in their matchup against Honduras last night, and Canada rolled to victory there, right, in that game over Honduras, 6-0. So great job by Canada. they look better than the United States, that's for sure, especially there in the second part of the game, second half of the game, and they got all those 4 more goals, I think it was, for the crushing. Good, Andrew, good job. Blue is here today. Good morning. All right. And we'll take a few look at some other action here from yesterday, maybe in Major League Baseball. That big WNBA card. We'll spend a few minutes here, if I may, talking about the action from yesterday, particularly in Major League Baseball, where we did find some winners, including the Detroit Tigers here on the Morning Steam Show yesterday on the run line. They were able to take down the Pirates with 4 home runs in the win. They're back to 20 games over 500. Hey, hopefully you're catching me over on the Cover the Spread show every day on YouTube. Comes out overnight, and I did have the play in Colorado and Washington to go over yesterday as my one of my plays there on that show. Colorado had 6 home runs against the Nationals to heat up that offense. Also had a winner with my premium picks with the Los Angeles Angels in their win over the Yankees 4-0 behind Kyle Hendricks and company. Good job there by the Angels, and the Yankees are struggling mightily. It was a second shutout in a row for the Angels. Taylor Ward, a 2-run single. Kyle Hendricks did strike out 9 in that game. The Yankees were shut out for the 3rd game in a row. It's been 29 innings since the Bucks Bombers have even scored a run. Judge continues to whiff, and it'll be today. Kohanowitz taking on Yarborough. So could it be another win in the works for the Angels? Man, Yankees struggling at this point. And hopefully you're catching me also daily over on the Happy Hour show over on Tony's Picks, where I did go with the Reds yesterday in their win over the Twins. Will Benson, a 2-run double in that one. He had a winner here on the Morning Steam show yesterday with Atlanta. The Braves in that win over the Mets with Schwellenbach there yesterday. Ozuna, 3-run double in that one for the Braves. Also a winner here on the show yesterday. Baltimore and Tampa Bay game to go under in that one. Gunnar Henderson had the big hit for the Orioles there. Also, Morning Steam winner yesterday, Milwaukee and the Cubs game to go under with Patrick and Brown going at it. Suzuki, though, had the 3-run home run, and the Cubs are 17 games over 500. Kansas City and Texas, we had a premium pick winner in that one on the under, of course. Sally Perez, 2-run home run, but it did stay under with Lugo and Leiter. Also, winner here on the show yesterday with the Seattle Mariners over Boston. Yesterday, Cal Raleigh, a grand slam, and Seattle rocked Boston 8-0 there in that one. Also, a winner from the Happy Hour show was Cleveland and San Francisco game to go under yesterday as Rafe Devers had the RBI double in his debut. Cleveland went on there. But we did have the under as our pick in that 3-2 game yesterday. Also, winner here on the show with Houston and the Athletics game to go over as the Astros hit 4 home runs to blow out the Athletics. And late night, we had the over in the Dodgers victory over San Diego. The miserable Dodgers, they can't even stand it when they win. They have to complain. These Dodgers, bunch of whiners is what they are, but they got the win last night over the Padres, and we had the over as our pick yesterday. Premium pick winner, San Diego and the Dodgers game to go over there. All right. Hey, there's some steam right now coming out here just moments ago in the game between the Phoenix Mercury and the Connecticut Sun. We're seeing some steam here to the over in this one at 158 or so, 156 and a half, and it's going all the way up here to 158. Pretty sizable move here on this one on the over between Phoenix and Connecticut. Phoenix in that one is up to a 15-point favorite over the lowly Connecticut Sun. The Mercury, man, they were a favorite early on, but man, this is a runaway spread here right now with Phoenix over Connecticut today, already up to 15 and 158. Wow. All right, let's review as we transition because that's a good spot with that steam coming in. Right now in the WNBA to review the action there in the Commissioner's Cup. And we know the teams that will compete for the Commissioner's Cup. It will be the New York Liberty and the Minnesota Lynx after yesterday with the Liberty able to secure that win over Atlanta. Hey, we did have yesterday the Atlanta Dream plus the points in that game, and they did definitely get the money last night, but it was the Liberty winning 86-81 in that big game in the Eastern Conference to gain the championship berth in the Commissioner's Cup for the big $500,000 prize there. And we did have the winner on the happy hour with the total to go over yesterday in that one. So we swept that game. Also, we did have a winner with the under in the game between Connecticut and Indiana. And my WNBA preview show over at Tony'sPicks.com. Please check that out daily with the 2-3 zone show where I'm joined by an analyst and give out winners over there in the WNBA. We did have Connecticut and Indiana game to go under yesterday as our pick in the Indiana win, 188-71. As that one fell right on the money. It felt like the spread mostly went off at 18, but it opened as low as 15 and a half or 16. We had Indiana here on the show yesterday. I don't think that qualified. I think Connecticut eventually gets the money there for the late bettors. We did have the under as our play. I had a winner here on the show with the Minnesota Lynx over Las Vegas in that blowout by 14 points, 76-62. I also had a premium pick winner over at Tony's Picks with the under in that game as Minnesota rocked and held Las Vegas to just 62 points to secure that berth in the Western Conference. Seattle was the other team that was eligible to win in the West. Washington yesterday, our pick on the show over the Chicago Sky. I was having a little bit of regret there, thinking that, man, that spread was getting a little bit high, but it was Washington getting the win and cover on the road over the Sky as our pick on the show here yesterday. And I did have a winner on the WNBA pick show that I host with the under in that one. Washington and Chicago yesterday, 79-72. Washington got that win. Also had a premium pick winner over at Tony's Picks with the under in the game between Golden State and Dallas, as Dallas won as a favorite and knocked off Golden State for their second win of the season, as it was 80-71. The Dallas Wings won it over the Valkyries, and late night I couldn't score in the win between Seattle over the Sparks, as Seattle took advantage of the shorthanded Sparks and blasted them by 31 points, 98-67 in that one. Did not find a winner. All right, yesterday, College World Series. We did have a winner over there on the happy hour show with UCLA and Arkansas game to go under, and there's more action today at the College World Series with Louisville taking on Coastal Carolina, and also it'll be Arkansas and LSU in a big SEC clash. Big time action today at the College World Series. Say hello to just a couple more, folks, and then we'll get started with our Major League Baseball previews. Blue says he took the Angels and the Rockies in a money line parlay today. Terrell is here. He says he had the under on the Sky and the Mystics, and then that Sun and the Fever game with that fight at the end with, with Clark getting knocked down, and then the tussle underneath the boards, and the coaching staffs couldn't break it up. The referees couldn't break it up. They needed security to break up that one in the game last night between Indiana and Connecticut. Connecticut showing a little bit of frustration there in the game. They were playing pretty aggressively for a team that was, pretty much getting blown out. So I think that actually, Clark's going to get a little bit more scruff, if you will, but did feel like Connecticut overstepped their bounds a little bit in one. Hey, Nasty Nate, the fake Nasty Nate, is here in the chat today. He says no one's buying your picks, but that's not our Nasty Nate. Hey, everyone, you can get more picks from me. We've got about 4 dozen of you actually subscribed to my picks over at winnable.com/Ramon. That's not enough. So, hey, hopefully you're on board with me with some of those premium picks. I thought we did pretty well on the plays yesterday, and we did have some tennis action overnight here. We're trying to pick some winners there for sure, but check me out over at winnable.com/Ramon, and you could have been on board with us. We did have the Angels yesterday as a premium pick winner. We also had Kansas City and Texas under as our premium pick winner, and we had the Dodger game over. So I guess everyone missed out on. I only had 3 premiums, so maybe no one wants to just 3 premiums. Maybe they want more premiums, but we did go 3-0 yesterday, so hopefully the subscribers were okay with that, even if no one is buying the picks. But if no one's buying the picks, I'm going to wrap up this show and not do it anymore. So you better go over to Tony's picks. You better go. Oh yeah, you better go there. But you better go right here to winnable.com/Ramon and pick up my sports money premiums here. This is what keeps me here on the show. So hey, if you really don't like me, don't get these plays. All right. I don't know what I'm saying there, but anyways, more content from me. I can't spend all day with you here, but I do send out some extra plays, usually within 30 to 60 minutes before game time on several sports, including international sports like soccer and tennis, when you subscribe over at winnable.com/Ramon. And I really appreciate it. So there's the address there, winnable.com. Thanks for the transition, Fake Nate. And there, Nate's here. He'll ban that one. And there's the promo code STEAM. All right. Comes in pretty smooth, and you can set your notifications, get my updates there. Hey, just compare them to your plays. Oh. All right. Let's say hello to a few more. All right. And let's see, AOD is not very happy with the Oilers there. And Abel, oh, look at Abel. He changed it. Oh, my goodness. He changed his Dodger, he's got the Panthers to win, at 4-1. Oh, that's what he took him at before the playoffs, Abel? All right. Let's get going here, I guess, with the plays today. I think we've done enough damage here. And let's get into it with our baseball coverage. It's really just baseball today. And, a little bit of we can cover the matchups in soccer a little bit as well, because we do have CONCACAF Gold Cup this evening. There's action in Euro, under 21 Euro competition today as well, but also FIFA Club World Cup continues today, including Manchester City in action, Real Madrid in action as well here today, Juventus also. Okay, let's go to Major League Baseball here right now. There is one day game in the major leagues with the Red Sox and the Mariners. It's going to be Crochet here going for the Sox, and Castillo goes for the Mariners here on Wednesday. Red Sox favorite here on the road, $1.25, and that total, they're 7 flat. I'm showing it 7 heavily juiced to the under. In fact, I'm seeing 6.5 over 20 is the main line here right now. I guess I get it here with decent pitching on the mound with Garrett Crochet coming in here with these numbers. 2.24 ERA and a 1.02 whip, 202 batting average against Castillo. Just 4-4 record, 3.29 ERA, but pretty solid, 245 batting average against, and Castillo usually pretty solid against this Red Sox group here for sure. He's got some pretty decent numbers actually against some of these Red Sox here when he has faced them. For the Sox, you got Rafaela 0 for 4. You got Duran 2 for 9. Toro's got a couple of hits off of him. Story's 0 for 2. So maybe there's a little bit of a BVP there that kind of favors Castillo. In fact, some of these Mariners have hit Crochet, but J-Rod is 0 for 6. Solano's 0 for 4. So
System play.
Let's see what the chat going to do here in this one between Boston and Seattle here today. Our lone day game on Wednesday. Only one today, huh? All right, I'll go to the chat here and see what you guys have as the Sox come in here having won 6 of their last 7 games overall. 17 of the last 25 meetings between these two teams have gone over, but that widely reported steam obviously here on the under at 6.5 under, or 6.5 over 20. For the Mariners here, they've won 4 of their last 5. Coming in, they've also won 4 of their last 5 games at home. They've gone under in 6 of their last 9 games overall. 4 of the last 5 meetings between the two teams here in Boston have gone under, but let's go to the chat and see what you folks have here in this one today between the Sox and the Mariners. Here is Top Set is here. Wow, great to see Top Set in the chat. Hope all is well with you. All right. And Terrell, just as Dave Roberts makes so many bad decisions, he has to bring all that attention to himself. Here's Nasty Nate, the real Nate. He's got the Red Sox in the first 5 here today. Blue is on the under. Gorky here today's got his plays. Mariners and Italy. Or maybe this is let me see. Mariners, Italy, W, money line. Oh, women. Mariners, Italy, women on the money line. Oh, I want to say, I hope I'm saying this right with your plays there, Gorky. Italy, women, money line, women's Eurobasket. I think that's, I hope I got that right. All right. He's got some tennis action as well with Jesse Pegula today. I agree with that, Gorky. And going up against Samsonova and Holger Rune against McDonald. I agree with both those, Gorky. I didn't release those, but I did play them. Tyrone Christopher, good morning. And Trevor is on the Mariners on the money line. So am I, Trevor. I'm going to go with Seattle here as my pick today. Give me the Mariners here against Boston. At home, a little bit of plus money, I think is what I'm looking at here today, and I'll take that plus 105 or better. In fact, I'm showing Bovada, actually. Yeah, I think you can get at least even money here. I'm going to take Seattle as my play. All right, next up. We're into the nighttime action here now with the Phillies taking on the Marlins. You got Ranger Suarez, sir. on the road here at about $1. This line is about $1.60 here right now. It's been a significant move on Miami here today. Widely reported steam coming in on Miami just a short time ago, as well as some widely reported steam on the over in this one. In fact, I'm showing a lot of sites here now at 8 on the total. Maybe even shaded to the over. It just seems to be going up and up a little bit here in this one with Suarez on the mound. He's got a 2.32 ERA, 1.0 whip, 222 batting average against, and 280 BABIP for Mazer here. Makes his first appearance, I believe, here of the season. And the Phillies here coming in right now. What can you say? A big favorite, but man, that move is kind of making maybe a little bit of value here. I don't know, with the move down from $1.90 or $2 here in this one for the Phillies. They come in here right now having won 5 of their last 6 games overall. They've gone 15-8 in their last 23 games on the road, despite the fact that they've lost 6 of 7 on the road. That's how hot they were, remember. So we've kind of talked about that a few times here a little bit. For the Marlins here, they've won 4 of their last 5 games. They've gone under in 5 of their last 7 overall, but they've just gone 1-5 in their last 6 games at home, have the Marlins. They've also gone under in 7 of their last 9 games at home. 7 of the last 8 meetings between these two teams have gone over. But, man, that number is getting a little bit high for me. I'm hoping it goes maybe even a little bit higher here following Miami's win there yesterday. 8-3. Miami got the win over the Phillies. We'll go to the chat in this one and see what you have. And here comes the All-Stars. Hello, Stars. Blue says Marlins first 5, team total over. Cash Kane is here today. Gorky's ready for the CFL already here on a Wednesday. Cash Kane says, give me the Phillies minus 1.5 in this one. Gorky likes Montreal. He also likes Saskatchewan this week with his CFL plays. Thank you, Gorky. All right, we're going to continue on, though, here in the major leagues right now, and I'm going to make my play here in this one with Phillies and the Marlins. I got to go under now that we're dealing with. I kind of thought it might even go higher, but I'm going to have to pull the trigger here right now on the show. So can't wait. The show will be over, but I'm going to go ahead and take Phillies here. The under here in this one with Philly and Miami. That steam driving it up, and I'm going to go under. Next up, the Pirates are taking on the Tigers here with Andrew Haney on the mound going up against Tariq Skubal here in this one. You got Skubal, obviously a huge favorite here at minus $3. Now, I guess you could find it. I don't know if you can find even $2.85, $2.95 at DraftKings, $2.91 at BetOnline, $3 at circa $3.03 here. What can you do? I'll call it $2.95, but a pretty big number here with the Tigers. Look, they're on a roll here at this point, and Pittsburgh, not so much. Pittsburgh here's lost 4 of their last 5 games. They've dropped 5 of their last 6 games on the road. For Detroit, they've won 13 of their last 20 overall. Pittsburgh's gone under in 6 of their last 7 games coming into this one, but Detroit's gone over in 5 of their last 6 overall. 5 of the last 6 meetings between these two teams have gone over. Let's see here with a couple left-handers here today, Pittsburgh and Detroit. I think there's only one way to look, but man, that total is so low. But I'm probably going to go under on the show. I'll I'll jack it up or I'll jack it down to so to speak to 7 under at minus 120 here. Does feel like a bit of a significant move, and I'm going to take the under in this one, even at 7 runs here with Pittsburgh and Detroit. I would say that tickets are running pretty heavy to the under, pretty much about 19-1 right now. So call me square with this one, but I'm going to take the under tonight here with Pittsburgh and Detroit. The chat says Blues, Skubal over 6 strikeouts and parlay it with the Tigers. How to hoop here is today telling us how to hoop and says, I've got some WNBA props to look at in that game today between the Phoenix Mercury and the Connecticut Sun. Thank you, new poster, how to hoop. The Rockies are taking on the Nationals here in this one with Ramon Marquez on the road up against Mitchell Parker. For Marquez here in this one, he comes in with a 6.62 ERA. He's gotten rocked, of course, but I don't know. Seems like it's taken a couple of runs off of his ERA actually here of late. A 1.66 whip and a 360 BABIP. Mitchell Parker, good numbers here, 4.96, or I'll say good numbers, but not really. But 4.96 ERA, 1.34 whip, 246 batting average against, a 268 BABIP. Those are the respectable numbers for Parker here. These Washington bats have had some, or I should say, Parker has had some success against these Colorado bats, holding them down here a little bit. You look at the numbers for the Rocks here up against Parker, and you have Doyle 1 for 6. You got Farmer 1 for 3. Beck 0 for 3. This is a weak lineup, anyways, but Ed McMahon's 3 for 6. In this matchup, so I don't know. I don't know if I trust after seeing the Rockies explode for all those home runs yesterday. And well, I know that the pitching advantage obviously here belongs to Washington here somewhat, but $1.75. Well, it is down to $1. Well, I even see Bet Online down to $1.52 here. Let's call it $1. I'll call it $1.55 and make it as inexpensive as I can. The total here 9 over at $1. Oh, I'm even seeing 9.5 now out there in this one. I would imagine there's going to be some run. I'm going to call it 9.5 under actually here right now, because I'm thinking there might be some runs, but I'm going to go with Colorado here. I'm going to take them on the money line today. Give me Colorado here at, well, now they're down to plus $1.35, it looks like. But I'm going to go with the Rockies today on the money line in this one. Let's see if you guys have anything. Blues on the Rockies, cash gain, Nats on the run line here. And Tyrone likes that over. Yeah, I got to like this over possibly here today. All right. And Tremaine says, tell me the Nats are favored so I can take those Rockies. They are favored plenty, Tremaine, no doubt about it. All right. Hey, everyone, there's Nuke, and he says, good morning, welcome. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, Sports Money, here on YouTube. Thank you, Nuke. Let's continue on with our baseball coverage, and you've got the Angels here with Kohanowitz taking on the Yankees and Yarborough here, and you got to have the Yankees, of course, big favorite, 220. And the total, 9.5. Juice to the over here for sure in this one. Even though the Yankees, I say it all excitingly, like the Yankees are going to score today. Kohanowitz has actually had some success against some of these Yankee bats in the past. You look at some of these numbers against Kohanowitz here. You've got Wells 0 for 3. You got Grisham 1 for 3. But some of these Angel bats against Yarborough. Shawano, 1 for 6. Neto, 1 for 8. Ohop, 0 for 3. Soler, 1 for 8. For Kahanowitz here in this one, he's got a 5.53 ERA, 1.59 whips. Pretty weak numbers for sure for the Angels pitcher, but Yarborough here, he's 3-1 with 3.96 ERA, 1.18 whip, 230 batting average against. Can the Yankees finally get it together and show some offense here? Man, it's been pretty bad. We know Kahanowitz can get his fastball up there a little bit, but man, these guys have got to break out of it here soon, I would think. Will it be tonight? Man, these Yankees really struggling all of a sudden. Tyrone might go with the under here. Blue likes the Angels on the money line. Tremaine likes the Rockies, and he likes the Angels. Cash Cane says the Yankees have got to turn it around here. It's been 28 innings. What is it? 28, 29 innings since they've even scored a run. But Cash Cane likes Yankees money line here. Judged a home run and the game to go over. So, and Nuke says, oh, the Panthers got it over those Oilers. Another year, the Cup stays in the United States. Okay, I'm going to go over as my free pick here on the show. I'm definitely not going to premium here in this one with the way the Yankees are going, but I do think today the offense will come out here a little bit. I'm going to take the over in this one, but hey, maybe I don't mind the Angels to get something done here a little bit too. I'll take the over in this one between the Yankees and the Angels. Look, I can't really give you much in trend-wise. 5 straight meetings between these two teams have gone under. The Yankees have gone under in 6 straight as well. Angels have gone under in 4 of their last 5 as an underdog right now. Yankees have lost 5 straight games. They've also lost 4 of their last 5 at home. The Angels have actually won 12 of their last 18 games on the road. I'm going over, though, here. Hello to SF Niner in the chat today. Next up, the Diamondbacks are on the road, taking on Toronto here in this one. You've got Eric Rodriguez going up, Edward Rodriguez here going up against Lauer in this one. Rodriguez, 2-3 record, 6.27 ERA, 1.58 whip, 361 batting average against. For Lauer, 2-1 record, 2.37 ERA, and a .92 whip. Lauer can serve as a bit of an opener, but he also can extend a little bit into the first few innings here for sure. We know Lauer's been a regular starter in the past, so a couple left-handers going here today.
System playing.
With the Diamondbacks on the road here. Arizona's won 5 of their last 7 overall, but Toronto has won 13 of their last 18, and they've also won 10 of their last 11 games at home. Toronto and Arizona have gone over in 5 straight meetings. Toronto's gone over in 13 of their last 17, and Arizona's gone over in 5 of their last 7. Toronto's won 5 of the last 7 meetings. Between these two teams overall, let's see what you might have in the chat. In this one, between Arizona and Toronto here today, both teams playing pretty well. Andrew says the Yankee Stadium was not so busy there yesterday. Here's Trevor. He's on the Blue Jays on the money line. Blue says he's on the Yankees. He might be on the over in this one, it sounds like. I'm actually taking Arizona this one over Toronto today. I'm going to take the Diamondbacks on the road. Toronto's been hot. Toronto's been hot. Arizona's been pretty hot too, but I'm going to go ahead with Arizona here in this one. How to Hoop says Sanchez over Sandy tomorrow looks easy. Arizona. I think that's what he said. And AOD, hello. All right, we're moving on here right now. The next one with Minnesota and Bailey Ober taking on the Reds and Lodolo. You don't want to get Lodolo'd here. Lodolo, 4-5 record, 3.76 ERA, 1.12 WHIP, 244 batting average against for Minnesota and Bailey Ober here. Ober, a 4-3 record, 4.4 ERA, 1.38 WHIP, 297 BABIP in this one. Minnesota's dropped 5 straight games right now. The Reds have actually won 8 of their last 10. The widely reported steam did come in on the Reds in this game. They're up to $1.25 or maybe even $1.30 here right now with the total 9 under 15. There we go. Let's update that line. And so this total's drifted up here just a little bit. Like I said, the steam came in on the Reds with the obviously Minnesota struggling here a little bit. They've lost 5 of their last 6 games on the road. Cincinnati's gone over in 5 straight overall. 9 of the last 11 meetings between these two teams have gone over. Minnesota's gone over in 8 of their last 11 games coming into this one. So let's see what you got here. Minnesota, a little bit of struggles, and Reds playing well. We've got, let's see here, Arizona team total over for Jermaine. Blue is on the Reds. Jermaine says, give me the Reds as well, with the Twins struggling here. Tyrone's on the Reds. Jermaine says the Twins, they win in bunches and they lose in bunches here. I'm going to stick with the Reds here right now. They were able to get it done. It was kind of a wild game yesterday, back and forth for sure. Minnesota had their chances. They took the lead throughout the game. The Reds came back and took the lead and eventually won the game there yesterday. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Reds again. The line's going up here a little bit for sure, but I'm going to take them today against the Twins again. The Mets are taking on the Braves, and Paul Blackburn is on the mound here, going up against Chris Sale. Atlanta is $1.80, $1.90 favorite. The total 8.5. Here on some widely reported steam that came in on the over was probably 8 over 15 as I was showing there, but definitely move here to the over in this one with Blackburn. A little much to be desired here for Blackburn, making his second start. No record, 6.75 ERA and a 400 BABIP so far. For Chris Sale, a 4-4 record, 2.79 ERA, 1.2 WHIP, 31% K rate, but a 347 BABIP would indicate that maybe he's been a little bit lucky as well. But he's had 14 starts, so let's see what you guys have here in a interesting matchup for sure, with Atlanta going to be a big favorite with Sale, and the Mets all of a sudden have lost 4 of their last 5 games. Braves have won 4 of 5 right now. Mets here have lost 5 of their last 6 games against the Braves overall. Atlanta's gone over in 5 of their last 7 at home and 4 of their last 5 overall. The Mets have gone over in 4 of their last 5 games, despite the fact that they've gone under in 12 of their last 17 games on the road. I'm going to take the over here with the Mets and Atlanta. Today, let me fix what's going on over here. Maybe I can even update the community leaderboard over here right now with Jermaine leading the community leaderboard. Tyrone there. Daniel's up there as well. Gorky, Cash Kane, Nuke Worker, AOD, How to Hoop in there, and Nasty Nate. Appreciate everyone in the chat. And Jermaine, thank you. Great information there. And Blue likes the over, I think, here with me in this one. I don't know what. Let's see. Jermaine says he's going to be over in this one. Seems too easy. I'm going to be on the over. Everything ain't what it seems. Under seems too easy. Tyrone says Atlanta and the over. All right, I'm going to go over with Blackburn pitching. Definitely got to see uh, turn back the clock day here with Blackburn a little bit and Sale. Next up's the Orioles on the road taking on the Rays. You've got Rogers here for the O's going up against Bradley of the Rays. For Rogers here, he makes his second start. He had a good outing in his first start. No runs allowed. Bradley comes in here with a 4.35 ERA and a 4-5 record, 1.28 WHIP. Coming into this one for the Rays here, they come in having won 4 of their last 5, but Baltimore's won 4 of their last 5 games as well. Baltimore's won 12 of the last 17 meetings between these two teams overall, but it was the Orioles getting the win yesterday. Just when I think that they can't get a win is when they do. Maybe I'm not hitting these Orioles at the right time. Baltimore's gone under in 5 of their last 6 games overall. Tampa Bay has gone. Baltimore has gone under in 9 of their last 10 games on the road. So what I meant to say, Tampa's gone under in 5 of their last 6 games on the road, and the Orioles have gone under in 13 of their last 17 overall. 5 of the last 6 meetings between these two teams have gone under. So I can't seem to get the series right. I'm going to go ahead and take the under here in this one. Bradley has been touched a little bit here by some of these Orioles bats overall. You do have Henderson with a home run, Westberg with a home run, O'Hearn's 4 for 9 with a home run off of him as well. But I'm going to go under here with the Orioles and the Rays today. And let's see here. Cash Kane is on the Rays. First 5. Blue likes the Rays. Team total over. Timmy Two Shoes says he's got Sale with 10 strikeouts today. Jermaine says, he'll probably pass as well, it looks like there. Tyrone's on the under here with me, and SF Niner says he's on the under with me as well. Thank you, SF Niner. Cardinals are taking on the White Sox, and man, the Cardinal bats were blasting off against Smith yesterday, and the Cardinals ended up scoring a dozen runs in their win over the White Sox, and they have Sonny Gray going here in this one for Gray at 3.84 ERA, 7-2, and the Cardinals are 11-3 with Sonny Gray on the mound. The widely reported steam did come in on the over in this game. It's says 8.5 there. I think it's pretty much 8.5 everywhere. For Berkshire, he's 3-7 with a 4.71 ERA, 2.55 batting average against, and a 2.79 BABIP. Cardinals here have still dropped 7 of their last 9 games overall, but the White Sox are back on a losing streak here, having lost 6 straight games. Coming into this one, they reached a 50-loss plateau with that drubbing last night. White Sox have lost 4 of their last 5 at home against St. Louis. They've gone over, have the White Sox, in 8 of their last 10 games at home. 12 of the last 18 between these two teams have gone under, but I'm going to go over in this one after the Cardinals blasted off yesterday. I'm going to try the over here on the increased number, went up to 8.5. Jimmy Tushu says, if it's Bradley, it's over. He likes the over. Andrew's on the White Sox here, but Blue likes the under in this one. I'm going over. All right. Oh, is it ever going to be Mizorowski Day? It's going to be the Brewers taking on the Cubs with Mizorowski here on the mound, taking on Jameson Taillon. And it was a smashing debut for the fireballer for the Brewers. Mizorowski really kept up that thing and got it going there over 100 miles an hour. Of course, we know highly touted prospect. And, man, he was throwing a no-hitter in his first game when he was removed from the game. Turned his ankle there a little bit. So what's going to happen today? Mizorowski has never allowed a hit in the major leagues so far. For Tyone, 7-3 record, 3.48 ERA, 208 batting average against, and a 212 BABIP. Really intriguing here to see him today. And man, I lost with the Brewers yesterday, and how can you not want to consider him here as an underdog? But man, the Cubs are up to $1.60 here at Bovada right now in the total, 8 under 15. I would imagine that Mizorowski is not going to be quite as good as he was last time. And man, I'm so frustrated after losing with the Brewers yesterday. But gosh, I kind of almost want to come back with them here a little bit today. Brewers have won 6 of their last 8 on the road. They've still won 13 of their last 20. Now the Cubs have won 4 of 5. They've gone under in 5 straight. 6 of the last 7 meetings between these two teams have gone under. Cubs have gone under in 8 of their last 9 games at home. Should note, even as of today, or even as of yesterday, I should say, here in Chicago, the tide has turned, or should I say the weather has turned here a little bit. Winds are blowing from left to right, 8 to 10 miles an hour. Temperatures in the high 60s here. It does kind of set up for some offense today, but still have this excellent rookie here going today. Andrews on the Brewers. Tyrone went with the Cardinals in that last game. And How to Hoop here today, giving us some stats. As he's got where's Goldie? Where's Judge? That's what he's saying. Where are those Yankee bats? Cash Kane says Brewers and the under. Cubs run line for Trevor. Tyrone's on the Cubs here. And Cubs can get to the rookie pitcher here in this one. And all those bats against Mizorowski can take care of him. Welcome to the major leagues. Tyone 5-9 in his career against the Brewers. But man, what happened to the Brewers yesterday? And Jerry says Mizorowski's got a high leverage profile there. I agree. Don't overlook this rookie here right now. He's obviously a very, very talented, but he was all over the place, and I expect today he also may have some control issues. SF Niner says he's got PCA to hit a home run again. Man, PCA, is this guy hot or what? Brewers here for blue. Andrew says Tyrese Halliburton is hobbled. This point total, look how low it is. And we'll get to the NBA Finals tomorrow, of course. But the injury is a major concern here at this point, as the Pacers appear to be fading into the sunset. Tyrone says Cubs and under in an SGP here. All right. I'm taking the rookie again. He got me the money the first time. I'm going to try him here one more time. Brewers didn't look very good yesterday, and the Cubs have won 3 straight following yesterday's 5-3 victory. But I didn't learn my lesson. I'm trying the Brewers here one more time today. The Royals and Chris Bubich going up against the Rangers and Patrick Corbin. Everybody remember Tyrone Corbin, basketball player? A couple left-handers going here. Bubich going to be favored, of course. He is on the road. Down to $1.25 or so, the total. Some widely reported steam did come in on the under here, so we can move this one, I think, to 8 over 20. Feels like a pretty sharp move, actually, on the under here. And maybe a bit of a move to the Rangers here with Corbin, because everyone wants to bag on Corbin, but hey, seems like we're on him just as much as we're off of him. But Bubich here, 1.92 ERA, 106 whip, outstanding numbers. Just a 5-4 record though, and the Royals are just 7-6 with Bubich. They're starting to fade a little bit. Are these Royals? I'm not saying they're not living up to expectations, but 3 games under 500 now, and the momentum that they kind of had a little bit early on has kind of dissipated here. The widely reported steam did come in on the under, of course, because why not? It is Texas after all. These two teams are a combined 51 and 92 to the under so far this season. Why wouldn't this one go under here? I don't know what I'm doing with the side, so let me see what you guys have here in this one. I want to just mention real quick the White Sox are taking the steam right now in their matchup against St. Louis. We already said they were plus $1.65, but they're going even lower here right now with the number down to $1.68 here right now at some books for the favorite here. So some books are slow to react, but the sharp books have already moved here on the White Sox. Big steam coming in on the White Sox today against those Cardinals right now, showing circa down to $1.68 on St. Louis. Bet online also down to $1.68. All right, we're talking here Kansas City and Texas here in this one. So let's see what you've got. And for Kansas City, they've dropped 6 of their last 7 overall. They've lost 5 of their last 6. Overall to the Rangers. Rangers have won 4 of their last 5 games coming in. Kansas City has gone under in 4 of their last 5. Texas has gone under in 9 of their last 12 games. I'm going under here. I've used the under on with Texas so frequently as a premium play, but I'm not ready to commit to the side here in this one. Texas right now has gone under in 8 of their last 11. Kansas City has gone over in 5 of their last 7 on the road, but I've got to go with the under here in this one. All right, big time chat coming in on this game. Let's see what we've got. Andrew's on the Rangers, Blues on the under. Andrew K is going on Tyrone Corbin and DePaul. Andrew's showing his age there maybe a little bit. Timmy Two Shoes says 8.5. He thinks it'll go under 7 because that's what happens there in Texas. Jerry says upsets galore in tennis this week. Wine Time says good morning. Cash Kane, Royals and over. Timmy Two Shoes says if someone scores 3 runs, they might even win this game. Tariq's got the under with the Rangers as well. And let's see here. Tyrone is on the under. Jerry says full game and first 5 go under in this one. Terrell's a Tyrone Corbin fan. And Blue says going to put the White Sox in there with that Colorado-LA parlay. All right, I'll just take the under here in this one. Hey, we're cruising along here today with our Major League Baseball card. Here's the Astros taking on the Athletics with Logan Allen going in this one. He's 4-4 with a 4.28 ERA, and Justin Verlander gets the start here. 0-3 with a 4.33 ERA as Verlander returns here. You got Giants are 4-6 when Verlander was starting. Cleveland 6-6 when Allen starts. Cleveland's lost 8 of their last 11 games overall, but San Francisco has lost 4 of their last 5. However, San Francisco has won 5 of their last 6 at home, and they're 10-3 against Cleveland here in San Francisco. But hey, this is an interleague matchup, so that's a 4-year sample size. Cleveland's gone under in 12 of their last 15 games on the road coming into this one. What do you guys have here? San Francisco hosting Cleveland in this one. Cleveland's actually gone just 5-14 in their last 19 games overall against San Francisco here. Go to the chat maybe in this one with Andrew is going with the Guardians there. And Let's see here. Timmy says maybe Devers will hit another one, right? They got him to the team and he smacked that ball with the Giants. But they were disappointing, says Tariq. He'll take them, though. Blues going with the under. Cleveland says team total over 3.5 is about as safe as he feels here with Cleveland today. And Tyrone's going with the under in this one. Seems like these San Francisco games right now pretty heavy to the under. Still, this one's 7.5 over. I'm even seeing Bovada at 820. I'm going to go with the Guardians here in this one over San Francisco on the road. Give me the Guardians. A little plus money here today. And Jermaine going under as well, but Terrell went over. Tyrone's going under. All right. Couple more here. The Astros taking on the Athletics after the Astros pounded them yesterday. Valdez on the mound here in this one for Valdez. Comes in here right now with an ERA of a 3.10, 1.08 whip, and a 2.16 batting average against. Has Valdez 7-4 this season, and the Astros are 9-5 with Valdez on the mound for Severino. He's 2-6 with a 4.47 ERA, 2.53 batting average against. The Athletics have lost 10 of their last 15 games at home against the Astros, and they've dropped 12 of their last 17 games at home at Sutter Park Stadium. Athletics have won 4 of their last 5 games overall, but Houston comes in having won 6 of their last 7. So the A's having a little bit of surge once again here, but still, yesterday's game was won by Houston by the score of 13-3. And that evened up the series. Remember, the Athletics won the first game 3-1. Houston's gone under in 10 of their last 15, and they've also gone under in 9 of their last 13 games on the road. I'm going to take an under tonight here in Sutter. It might be my first under in this stadium. I don't know. But I'm going to try the under here in this one. Make sure it's still 9.5 under 20 because it feels like it's been moving lower. Yeah, in fact, Bovada's down to 9 over 25. So there's definitely a little bit of a move to the under here in this game. Tariq says Astros team total over. Tremaine's got Houston -2, and he'll go over their team total of 4.5. It looks like there. Jerry says Astros run line and the under. I'm going to go under as well. All right, the final game of the night, the Padres are taking on the Dodgers here. Padres, really broken, dysfunctional lineup. They scored 6 runs yesterday. Good for them, but they're going to have to do something here with this lineup right now. The Padres a little bit broken. I can see it. I don't know if anybody else sees it. I think Padre fans are seeing it right now. Some big-time vulnerabilities in this lineup. Probably got to wonder. You got Tatis as a leadoff hitter, but man, maybe he should be somewhere else in the line. Maybe some of these guys should be. I'm just frustrated with this team right now. Not keeping up with this Dodger team, basically, is what it is. So let me complain a little bit about my Padres struggling here, having lost 6 of their last 7 games to the Dodgers overall. They've also dropped 5 of their last 6 and 4 of their last 5 on the road. The Dodgers have won 5 of their last 6 games. Padres have gone over in 4 of their last 5. The Dodgers have gone over in 4 of their last 5 games. I've got the over. The Padres can't pitch either here with I'll give Kolek a little bit of credit, but I'm going to still go over. Kolek has a 3.5 ERA and a 2.50 batting average against. For Emmett Sheehan here, he makes his long-awaited return from surgery, and again, these Dodgers just keep coming up. The pitchers get healthy. This line is up to almost $1.90. Man, you almost still got to take the Padres here, but man, they're struggling. I'm going to go over in the game tonight. I'll go over as my play here. But the story really here is Sheehan returning, and just what the Dodgers needed, right? You got to get these pitchers a little bit healthy here, and well, they're getting a few of them back. I mean, obviously, Sheehan could fit right into what we see now. I don't know if he'll run very deep, but the Dodgers have been doing a splendid job with their you know bullpen maneuvering here. They've definitely been relying on this bullpen quite a bit lately, big time actually, because of just the way they're going to have to go about it. And the bullpen continues to me get better, but they still have a 4 ERA, so we'll see. But I'll take the over here in this one. All right. Jermaine says Severino pitching the A's aren't going to score for him. I think Jermaine going over here in the Padre game. Yeah, and do I have the total? No, it's still 9.5 there, I think. Tariq says Padres money line. The line is just too high. And yeah, maybe it is. And Jermaine says Tatis and Merrill here. Blues got Machado over 2 bases. I love it. Hope they can. Jerry says Dodgers run line and team total over. Jermaine says move Tatis down. Otani 2 strikeouts, says FS Niner today. And Jermaine says he went with the alt total. That's why. Blue says Otani to hit a homer. The Dodgers were smacking it last night for sure. And I'm going to go over. All right, I guess that's it for the action here with the major leagues. That's it. Great job to the chat. And let's move on here, shall we, to our one game in the WNBA. Wow, and then the show's going to be over. What do you know? All right, we mentioned that widely reported steam that did come in here in this one with the Phoenix Mercury and the Connecticut Sun. Oh, here's a few more Andrews on the Padres there. Jerry says Draper is falling behind in his match today. I took Draper. Yep. Man, my tennis is looking a little shaky here today. We've been doing pretty well. Yesterday started to tail off, though. All right, Mercury here and the Sun. Yeah, the Mercury favored by, well, they're not favored by 9. They're favored by 15 points now. I'll just take the Mercury here. Look, there's no way I'm getting. I probably would have laid 12.5 for a premium. And the total here, let's see, call it 150. I guess we'd call 158.5. That does look a little bit low. But I'll take the Mercury here in this one and lay 15. The Sun are dreadful, and I'm pretty sure the Mercury will win by double digits at least here. This line, 15 still, man, that's pretty high. But I'll lay it here with the Mercury today. I thought I was going to go premium in this game, quite frankly, at 12.5, but it's just been going up, and not a surprise or anything like that. So, all right, see if you guys want to play in the one game here in the WNBA. We're done with the Commissioner's Cup. We're just back to regular season games here now. So Phoenix comes in 8-4. The Connecticut Sun have lost 3 straight, and they're 2 of 9 overall coming into this one. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Mercury here, minus 15 points. Mercury's won 2 straight and 3 of 4. Connecticut, though, Tina Charles continues to do pretty well. Nelson Ododa doing pretty well also. But Seitu Sabali's really stepped up here for Phoenix of late. And I'm going to go ahead and lay it. Anything in the WNBA? Let's see. Tyrone says, do you like the under here? I don't like the under. I like the over here. I think there's value here on the over in this game. Timmy Chushu says Gold Cup. Mexico over Suriname, maybe? Suriname team total under 0. Jerry says, give me the Sun here. Yeah, they're on the back-to-back, but he says, give me the Sun on the back-to-back. Yeah, and that's the one thing. Phoenix also the only team not to play yesterday. Connecticut, of course, got beat by Indiana, and it fell right on the number pretty much at 17, 18, 19. Terrell says it'll be 89-60 here today in a blowout. And let's see here. Blue says minus 15. Damn. Timmy says he meant to put 05, but hold on a second here. I'm just having a little bit of okay. All right, I guess that's it for the show. My goodness. Hey, 2 baseball games today in college baseball. Louisville taking on Coastal Carolina at the College World Series. I'm going to have premiums, I think, here in this one. So I'm not going to have a pick here on the show right now. I need to get back to picking the College World Series and getting some winners out there. So you do have Coastal here favored by, actually, they're 1.5 minus 130. Let's just call it 1.5 here, shall we? With Louisville and Coastal. Hold on a second here. I might have the pick, actually. Okay. No, we're just going to show the games here. I need to say, okay. Louisville and Coastal Carolina, also Arkansas and LSU. All right. And Jerry says the Lynx will beat the Fever. Thank you. Jerry says Dallas yesterday got that win. And How to Hoop. Thank you for your contributions. How to Hoop today. He's got Caitlin Clark assists there. All right, and that's going to do it for the show. That soccer action today, CONCACAF Gold Cup, Dominican Republic going up against the Ticos, Mexico taking on Suriname, UEFA under 21 Euros going on right now with a few games at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific, and then also tonight FIFA, or I should say today as well, FIFA Club World Cup underway here in just about 90 minutes, Manchester City in action. All right, that's going to do it here. Let's see. I'm saving it, Andrew, so thank you very much. Really appreciate you there. All right. Hey, pick up those premiums from me over at winnable.com. I guess maybe fake Nasty Nate had me on tilt. So get my plays over at winnable.com/Ramon. Please consider subscribing for just 50 cents a day. You get more plays from me every day. Can't sit here and do a show for 24 hours a day, so I like to come on here in the morning, and you can get an update from me usually within an hour of playtime, your game time, playtime, whatever it is. Who knows when it's playtime? But you can catch me over at winnable.com to get more content, more winners from me every day over at winnable.com/Ramon. And that's how you support me here on the Sports Money Network by subscribing. Okay? Thanks, everybody, for that. And we'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. Also, don't forget our golf preview is up for this week. The Travelers, we got the Sports Betting Bros ready to bring you the golf preview for this week. Also, BB MMA Picks is up right now. You can get our MMA previews. Get started for this week. Here for the action on Saturday night, we have light heavyweights this week with Jamal Hill and Khalil Roundtree going here, and this one is in Azerbaijan this week. So get ready, because you've got to be ready this week for the action at UFC Baku in Azerbaijan. You're going to have to be ready for the action here on Saturday. All right, it's going to do it. And Also, First Strike will be up and ready also later on. So thanks a lot to everyone. Thanks, Zoe, to you as well. We previewed almost every game in the NHL this season there until the end, right? So thank you, everyone in the chat. Really appreciate you guys being here. Don't forget to join Mikey Money today at 9 Eastern and 6 Pacific for pre-gaming. Mikey gets you ready for the primetime action tonight here with our Major League Baseball card pretty much. So, all right, that's going to do it. Really appreciate everyone joining me here on this Wednesday. We'll be back tomorrow, all right, for the Sports Money Network. I'm Ramon Scott. So long.
That's gonna cover, that's gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice, we might play a parlay. It's the morning steal. Ramon Scott, sports money. Wake your ass up and let's get to